Well, it's July 23rd, time for another update. Things are looking up. A couple of setbacks this week. We got a few of the ceiling panels were damaged, and looks like you cannot get PVC replacements here for several months. So we're going to have to change some of the design of some of our ceilings and make them different because I can't get replacement parts anywhere. So it's going to cost me some money to take a few things out and redo some work. Um, our wall's looking pretty good. We have the back door ready to go in the back of the wall and the front gate. I'm gonna have to, looks like I'm gonna have to secure the back wall sooner than later. Even though I've got someone that lives on site and watches all my stuff. Some things have walked off recently, some LED lights and some other supplies off of site. So they claim they're missing overnight. I went there today and Sunday and checked on it, and place is secure, so not really sure how things are walking off, but I am going to put the gate on the back and on the front. We're going to lock it down. So let's take a look and see. This week, a lot of the focus was on beginning some of the tile work, putting in some of the frames on the balconies so we can insert the glass, and on the stairway. So the glass work's all going to begin next week. A lot of the tiles have been ordered, so let's take a look and see where we are. The ceilings are pretty much all done except for the rework due to the panel problem. And let's take a look. Thanks for watching.
Well, it's Saturday, July 23rd. Let's see what we have done. We're putting the final coat of paint on the house. And the wall is almost done. They said it'll be ready by Tuesday. So let's walk around the back of the house. I don't have my gimbal, so it might be a little bit of bumpy this time. But let's walk around the back of the house from tip to the front and see what it looks like from the front. And then we'll check out what's going on the balcony with the holders they're putting in place for the glass partitions for the outside of the balcony. Well, there's the guy that's doing all the glass work. That's the blue truck right there. So I know his group's here. It looks like they're filling in the last of the columns. Looks like we calculated the number of hollow blocks pretty good. We have a couple left, but almost done. See, they did all the finishing all the way around on the inside of the wall, pretty much. They're mixing up the rest of the concrete for the columns using the red concrete. And looks like the railing is coming along pretty good.
This is the front door jamb. It's actually, the door is not going to be this large. It's going to be a large door, and then next to it's going to be like a aluminum frame glass, black glass window. So it's a window, a full length of the entire door on one side, and then there's a door right next to it. Here they're doing the final application of the thick epoxy coat on the inside of the house. This is like the final version. It's pretty thick. And then we do put still one more paint over the top of that for whatever color we want to do. Those ceiling lights are almost all in now. They're 12 watt and 9 watt LEDs. The electrician's on site now. You'll see in some other frames he's actually putting in some of the lights in the other places. We've got a lot of them. The ones he's putting in now, they come all around the outside edge. Those are completed. He's doing the center one. We have a three-way switch on the other side controlling those lights, so you can turn on different lights in different patterns in the ceiling. So they don't all have to be on or all off. You can turn them on in corners or on the sides or right side or left side, or really any way you want to kind of illuminate the room. We've got that set up. There are multiple switches in different areas to do all that. So here's what it looks like when the corner lights are on. Those are all the lights are on for that. So all three switch positions are on for that corner center light area. Here they're finishing the storage area under the stairs. I have a couple of pictures here. This is where they start putting it up, and then I'll show some other photos, and then a frame in the bottom right what it looked like when they've completed. They got it all done while I was there, so that's actually a sizable storage area. I was surprised how big it wound up being under the steps. And then on the right hand side, you'll notice, if you see in a little picture in the room, there's a shoe storage area that we have under the stairs we can use while we're in the living room. Okay, let's go up and see how the balcony railing's coming along. They're putting in all the glass holders right now. And in case you're wondering, this is all stainless steel. So it's all stainless that I'm putting in. A few people have asked me also on some of the supplies that I'm using. Some of my supplies cost more than regular because for most of the stuff I'm using either a Japanese supply, even with the concrete, and with all the electronics, it's mostly Japanese. Some of the pumps are Italian, and then all my ceramic tile, like you see here in the front room that we put in, it's actually porcelain on top. It's the thicker stuff with porcelain finish, and that's all Italian as well. It's not made anywhere else.
Hello. How you doing?
Now it's just cleaning. I can put about maybe Wednesday next week.
Okay.
After finish.
Looking good.
Yeah.
You gonna fill in those holes for the CR too? Gonna fill in those holes too?
Yeah, we put cement.
Yeah.
And we put the tile. Yung grinder no. Nadia noy. Nanluyo noy. Dare.
This is what the final coat looks like. Actually looks pretty good, but it's a waterproof acrylic, so it's really thick. Same stuff you paint boats with. It looks like the edging is pretty good up there. Doesn't look too bad.
Well, let's check out and see how the backyard turned out. It looks like it's pretty well done. This little doorway here on the right is where I'm going to have to put a door in there fairly quickly.
Well, my guava tree's looking a little ragged, but looks like it survived the construction, so there you go. Although I haven't seen my fig trees. I'll have to better look for them.
Okay, I think this about wraps it up for this week. Looking good. So thanks for watching, and tune in about a week or so. I'll have another update. Thanks.